Hi, this is James with Kenton Industries. Here to talk to you today about measuring your scope height. This is something that we request for all custom turret and ballistic strip orders. This factors in the height of the scope over your barrel and where those trajectories meet, as far as your line of sight and the impact of where your bullet will be. So here we're going to be measuring the bolt action platform for your scope height. The way I help recommend as far as making sure we get the most accurate height, I'm going to pull the bolt halfway back. You can either use it to measure straight up to your windage knob or where either of the scope rings split depending on where your bolt lands. Sometimes if your windage has a dust cap, you can remove it, and there might be a reference point that's a little bit easier to see as far as the exact center of where yours is going to be. So we're going to take it, we're going to measure with a set of calipers or whatever you have to measure on hand, and go straight down from, as you can see, where the windage splits to the center of the bolt, and that appears to be, go right there, looking right at about 2.077. Again, that's approximate. We don't actually measure that close. We have 0.05 increments, so for our sake, being 7.7, we would probably round this to 2.1. So for this example, we have what would be the AR platform, where we're going to tend to see a little bit higher scope heights. Overall, I find it a little easier if you remove the upper from the lower, just a little bit less to work with. Other than that, the process is going to be relatively the same. You can just pick it up here, pull back your charging handle. You can move that bolt wherever you need to be as far as where it'll split. So I'll use the rings for that example. Here I have a measuring tape in case you don't have a set of calipers. From the center of the chamber, looks like we're going to be right about probably 2¼ inches. So if you don't have calipers, not to worry, it's really not a big deal. Anything you can use to measure, like I said, we try to get as close as possible. And other than that, that's going to be, again, from the rings to there or the center of your windage. It's really up to you, whichever one's easiest to get to. So there you have it. If you have any other questions about maybe a different platform of rifle or other style of firearm that doesn't necessarily match the tips and tricks that we've given you today, feel free to give us a call in. We'd be more than happy to answer any questions you got.